Thank you guys for joining me today. Now, I will be reading two powerful positive affirmations. However, I'm going to give recognition to the business owner because for them to choose these two particular positive affirmations, they deserve credit. So, this is the business. I'll let you guys a new view. I'll let you guys see the back. You guys see the business card. You can also take a picture if you're interested. But it's very powerful to put positive affirmations on a business card instead of, unnecessary elevator pitches in order to draw finances in. So I feel like if you guys are honest business owners, you will be receiving more support because people will actually feel the love. So I'll read these positive affirmations simultaneously while playing the singing bowls. We're using the solar plexus singing bowl, and there's a stone in here. I'm not exactly sure what the stone is called, but it does. It's a powerful stone. It's very chill. Provides a lot of peace. And I'm not exactly sure what these symbols mean. So if you guys do understand what these symbols mean, please leave in the comments. I've been curious. And then we'll do prayer, and then I'll show you guys the cards, and we'll get a message. I'll also be time conscious because you know you do have responsibilities. At the same time, I want you guys to be present and focused with your loved ones. And if you guys are strengthening your relationship with yourself, then that means you're drawing in your soul tribe family closer and closer. I love myself unconditionally. I love and honor the self. I love myself unconditionally. I love and honor the self. I love myself unconditionally. I love and honor the self. I give love to everyone. I receive love from everyone. I give love to everyone. I receive love from everyone. I give love to everyone. I receive love from everyone. All right, let's get into prayer. Most high of love and light, I ask you to guide me in the divination art of tarot. I ask to be a vessel from you, of you, in order to sacredly honor tarot and to deliver clear, concise, effective, emotional, manipulation free messages that will not only uplift the ancestors of the viewers, but will also uplift them and their current generations and future generations. Lead me and guide me most time here to serve. All right. Might want to get some tea, but uh, that's only if you're a tea drinker, great. But also if you guys are coffee drinkers, a hot beverage will be much needed. All right. Native American Tarot deck and the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. So let's put these and put them together. This is the combination. Okay, I see why I started laughing. It's not the kind of laughter where it's like you're trying to publicly humiliate someone. It's the kind of laughter where you start to see why something didn't work out. Yeah, this is the kind of laughter where you see how you have been saved from something that would have hurt you long term. And I'll get into it. This is kind of like the this is kind of, it's like a laughter of relief because there could have been something that you guys could have invested into, um and you could have, it's kind of like you guys could have really, maintained the mundane task of it with high quality over a long period of time, and you guys could have wondered why you did not receive um the level of interest that your work quality is deserving of. Well, you guys definitely could have been giving more than your fair share in an unequal give and take connection. This can be friends, family, romantic, things of that nature. All right. But I feel like this is a moment where some of you guys are, as you guys are getting clarity, you guys are also being able to have a lighter heart because you're seeing how something that didn't work out the way you had hoped it would work out is actually making it so you can receive better. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Sun Dance. And the Sun Dance is the Hangman. Um, you guys just might be seeing things differently. I feel like if whatever trauma you guys have experienced, you might be viewing the trauma from a more lighter hearted perspective. And also, the Queen of Swords here, she's very beautiful. So you see how she has this grace about her where she knows, it's like she knows it's best to be quiet at times and it's best to speak at certain times. You guys also may have people try to avoid looking you guys in the eyes because they may feel that you may pick up on things due to the fact that you view things in a manner that produces solutions. Some of you guys, you may have people thinking about the solutions that you have shared with them, and they may be able to have they may be able to see results over a long period of time due to the guidance that you have provided, being able to see things from a new perspective. Okay. Also, some of you guys, your eyes talk. Your eyes do a lot of talking. Um, enough to the point where people are really starting to view things from a non-selfish perspective where it's like people are opening their minds to see things from multiple options at the same time. They're becoming aware of where they stand in a situation. Okay, so that could be the type of people that you guys will be having connections with in the future, or you guys could already have people like this in your friendship circle. Okay, we have the Magician, which is the Hosting Coyote, and we also have the Nine of Swords. We all get a little bit carried away with our worries sometimes. All right, so if you guys want to know about Nightmare magic. Let's talk about it. It's nothing to be afraid of. Um, but if you guys are curious about nightmares, and this could basically, if you invest time and energy into worrying, the subconscious would try to give you messages of what it actually is you're putting time and effort into thinking about. So some of you guys can be causing your own nightmares if you're worrying about things um, that can no longer be changed. I'm picking up on some people who may be afraid of return to senders occurring, and they can be worrying about these return to senders, where you guys could actually be causing your own selves nightmares. You have to understand that return to senders isn't meant to um, be a source of humiliation. It's balancing the karmic scales. Okay, I'm feeling Libra energy in this reading, so some of you guys could be Libras, or you could have Libra and very prominent aspects of your chart. But if you but yeah, you can cause your own nightmares by worrying, literally. And it's kind of like if you're worrying so much to the point that your subconscious is trying to get your mind to see what it is you're investing into, it can show up as nightmares. So I feel like some of you guys are being asked to get honest about why you're worried, what you're worried about. Even if you could be experiencing paranormal experiences, this is where you have to ground. You guys could go touch some trees. You guys could get some grounding crystals. But if you guys are having paranormal experiences and you're having nightmares, it's grounding is needed because the worrying that could be taking place, and only take what resonates, okay? You guys may know someone who's having trouble sleeping because they're afraid of getting returned to senders, and they're having nightmares, but they're worried about how the return to senders will show up. Okay, so only take what resonates. But grounding with crystals or getting out into nature, it will allow you to see how you could have made something for yourself much more difficult than it had to be. And if that's the case, then shit. Admit that shit and took place and keep it pushing. And you guys had met me before I had children. I was very naive. After I had my children, I had to wake up. Um, I went through a lot of phases and stages in life, and where I'm at in my journey of womanhood right now is I'm understanding that if I cause myself unnecessary stress and worry, long term it can form disease. So I'm more health conscious at this point in time. But if you guys are not at a place where your health is not negatively impacted, become so and I hope and pray to God that your health isn't impacted. You can it's basically time to ground, get connected to nature. If doctor prescription medications isn't healing certain diseases and ailments, and there's some people you guys could know who are taking medications prescribed for certain diseases and ailments, and they're still having body aches and pains, um, well, going out into nature will help you guys, okay? Especially if you're having trouble sleeping, not getting enough hours of sleep can impact the mental decision making process. Okay? So I feel like some of you guys are being asked to go outside into nature and ground. You know, that will help you guys get clarity about, the fears that you have given life to. Okay? Um, Nightmares don't have to continue forever. All right? I used to have a lot of nightmares when I was a kid. I had a lot of fear. I also had a lot of root work done on me as a kid as well. So it's nice to not have nightmares anymore, but at the same time, I couldn't blame the people who I was getting negative energy from to a manner point where I would be irresponsible and reckless. I had to start trying to figure out how to, make, have peace in my life internally and externally. So I feel like some of you guys need to hear that. And if that doesn't resonate for you guys, that just means there's somebody that could be having nightmares. And this is solutions that they can use in order to stop having nightmares. Go outside in nature and talk to write. You can even journal while you're in nature. Let the fresh air be on your skin and listen to the birds, listen to the nature, you know, be present with humanity, and sit there and journal and write about your fears. And this will be grounding, and this will help you guys get better sleep. All right. Then we have the Maiden of Pipes and the Nine of Swords. All right, let's talk about it. The King of Wands and the Patient Witch. Okay, I see what's going on. Take what resonates. Some of you guys may know someone in this situation, or this could be you guys. Take what resonates. We do shadow work when I do tarot cards, okay? There could be beautiful face, immature, magic practicing females who could be wary of the fact that they know they should have not done spell work in order to secure a relationship. They could sit there and be hoping that a person that they did spell work on will basically come back and say, I forgive you. Um, let's start over. I'm a changed person. It's like they want healing, but at the same time, the person that they could have feelings for could be very weary and cautious of them. I'm picking up on a free-spirited masculine who doesn't like the idea of having restrictions in their life. So they may really be getting clarity, or they'll soon be getting clarity on why they may date a certain way. And there could be a, 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 an attractive, immature, emotional, magic practicing female who could, their biggest fear could be of them not having someone who actually was patient and kind with them return to them. But at the same time, they're putting so much energy into this fear and not being balanced that at the same time, this type of behavior is giving a free-spirited masculine that they did love spells on new perspectives about what they truly want to experience in a romantic relationship. It's like there could have been, and I'm picking up on someone who's faithful too, with the Lovers and the Four of Pentacles. They can be very faithful. They can really truly only invest into faithful based relationships, but at the same time, they can be very attractive, okay? But at the same time, they don't want to be with someone who's going to try to abuse and exploit their free will behind their back. So, someone who did spell work on a masculine, a pretty faced, emotionally immature female, did a love spell on a mature masculine energy, and the masculine energy is getting clarity about what they actually desire in a connection. And that's what you guys may know someone of this nature where the attractive, emotionally immature female who practices magic, they may be trying to act as if they're they're doing some mature things, but at the same time you can tell they're emotionally focused on something that's really just done. So take what resonates with the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Work environments will be changing, okay? I'm also picking up for some of you guys with the Six of Pentacles. You might bonuses if companies are able to if companies are able to give out bonuses to um, people who are deserving of bonuses, or if the company's able to do something extra. Some of your work companies with the Hierophant might be showing their employees that they appreciate you guys, okay? So this could also, some of you guys could just simply be aware of individuals who they're letting a failed, disappointed aspect of their life basically trail them and prohibit their own growth and opportunities. And you guys may be steering clear of them so that you guys can um, keep experiencing high vibrational emotions by basically, overcoming limiting beliefs. And you guys may be steering clear of people who choose to keep feeding limiting beliefs. Because I'm picking up and we're going back to and this could be someone that you guys work with. The attractive, emotionally immature female could not be seeing how their work environment has changed for the better. And they're gonna look up one day and see that their coworkers have all right. They're gonna be hearing, some people gonna be hearing about somebody got a promotion. What? What? And this is gonna be like, okay, I know not to be around you. So some of you guys are gonna be getting promotions, and you guys are gonna be making that cutoff. And the people that would be so trapped in why won't this person call me back? And if they hear about you having a promotion, you guys are already aware that they're gonna, after they get caught, showing signs of jealousy and envy and trying to basically get close to you to figure out how you got your position, so they can figure out how to basically get a position, like trying to basically get a promotion off of being known for being connected to you. You guys gonna be making the cutoff because already I'm picking up. They're gonna try to act as if, oh my, I didn't mean it like that. It's just I've been going through something. It's like I've been trying to, and it's like I feel like some of you guys are at a point where you're like, we all going through, but that's no excuse. That's no excuse to try to cover up the fact that you're not genuinely happy for me. I feel like some of you guys are getting to the point that you're like, you don't care if people are happy for you or not. You just want people who ain't gonna go out their way and start shit with you guys. Like, I'm picking up on with some of you guys. You're at a point now where it's like, yo, if you don't actually have my best interest, why are you basically initiating unwanted communication and contact? It logically, if you put two and two together, you got people trying to get away with scamming people every day. If it's not cloud chasing, you got people actually trying to basically steal your stuff. Um, if it's people trying to basically get away with doing criminal activity, it's kind of like some of you guys are getting to the point where you're not going to waste your communication skills on people who do not value communication and cause conflict. And it's kind of like I'm picking up on the a beautiful face, emotionally immature female who did a love spell on a mature masculine who's not interested in her. I'm picking up she could be at a place where she wants support, but at the same time she's not willing to be the support that she's seeking. So this is where some of you guys could be used to having friendships or romantic connections with people who basically try to justify emotionally being abusive to people by over giving and then acting as if what took place, nah, it was just, it was a mistake. I didn't know, you know. So some of you guys could be getting to the point where you're changing your life around so certain people do not feel comfortable enough to impose their low vibrational lifestyles onto you and get you caught up in injustice or scandal. Okay. Now we have the patient witch and the maiden of vessels. All right. I also feel like I feel like if you're a feminine energy, you might be taking the time to slow down. Instead of growing up fast, I'm picking up on feminine energy or the inner child of a female who's just basically learning to move slow and steady. You know, um, it's like, why am I trying to rush through life? What's the point of rushing through life and missing the beauty of it? I feel like some of you guys are starting to see the hype behind the rat race of life, and it's just like, yo, all the time and energy I could put into trying to fit in with people living in a rat race and end up, you know, dying early like them. There could be some people dying early because they got too way invested into the rat race. And so some of you guys are basically um, healing your inner child, the emotional aspect of it, the creative part, and you guys might be investing more into art and slowing down. You know, you guys might be creating an environment where you can just, you know, have a moment to recharge doing something artistic before you go back to your regular responsibilities. Because there's no reason to be um, contributing, like, there's no reason to be living like you're in a rat race when you don't have to live that way. Then we have the Queen of Swords and the Pipes. I'm feeling like this I'm out these messages are going to, okay, let me just um I'll put an age appropriate message. Having high standards has someone quite interested in you. Some of you guys, your standards of self-respect has someone um who wants to treat you good in the bedroom. All right, now we got the Judgment and the Thunderbird. Also, people's ideas and standards of opulence is changing. So this means couples that have the same idea of opulence are more likely to last longer together than people who choose to live in debt and try to basically fit in with other people. And I'm picking up on some people who the people they were competing with were in debt. So they thought, if the people they were competing with were in debt and they still looked like they were living a good life, they thought getting in debt would just be one of those things where it would fix itself. But I'm seeing some people are actually getting clarity on what it actually means to be in debt. Like they're getting clarity on the way that they maneuver when they have large finances and things like that, to the point where it's like some of them, if they went to accountants, even some of their accountants possibly could have said, how did you get this far off track? Because like the amount of money some people have been able to experience over a lifetime thus far, and if they're in debt, some of their accountants are like, how the fuck did you go from here to here? And they're getting clarity on this shit too. And it's like, okay, okay. Ooh, child. So this is if you're an accountant, have integrity and have patience and let your clients know if they have large amounts of debt, they're going to need to be patient in order to get a realistic way out of debt. We have the Eight of Cups and the Hermit. Remember those people that try to make you guys feel alienated and wanted to have you feel left out? Here's a secret they didn't tell you. If they hadn't had you around, they wouldn't have nobody that want to be around them. So if you have people who did humiliation campaigns, and they try to negatively narrate your character, they were reliant on using your name in order to get people to actually spend time with them. So if these people were a nuisance to you and your family, they're not going to be a nuisance no more. If you have removed yourself from the picture and you're no longer interacting with them, the people who they humiliate, the people who help them with humiliation campaigns don't want to be around them anymore. They're not very fun to be around, because if they're not, ostracizing someone, or if they don't have food, or if they're not spending money, there's no reason to want to be around them. So it's kind of like people just trying to I'm gonna go do something else. So if you had anyone who used your name in a humiliation campaign, the secret that they did not tell you is that they only did it because they wanted a social life. And they didn't know how to create a social life healthily. So they thought ostracizing and humiliation and projecting negativity onto others would have them be viewed in a way where people would want to hang around them. But literally without gossip, without money, and without food, it's no fun with them. Let's get you guys one more message. All right. Child. Okay. We got the Two of Cups. And we got the Seven of Swords. some of you guys gonna realize you haven't actually been in a relationship at all. With the lovers here, some of you guys gonna realize you guys just had some good ass sex. And with the Four of Pentacles, you guys gonna realize that you guys got used to being breadcrumbed, and you got so used to expecting to being breadcrumbed that some of you guys could have convinced yourselves that you guys were in a relationship with some people, but only to find out it was just some good ass sex. And you know what? Sex is normal. Sex is that's how we procreation. Some of you guys gonna just realize shit. This is not what I'm basing a relationship off on anymore. And some of you guys are really just gonna change your whole foundation of what it is that the basics of a relationship. And some of you guys are gonna get to the point where you realize if you have everything you need, then it's easy for you to track what you want. So instead of actually trying to pursue someone that it looks like they have what you want, you'll be taking a chance on people who actually are showing you they can consistently be what is necessary to have a healthy relationship. So some of you guys are going to be getting clarity that y'all was in some toxic connections that had some good old funky sex. Now with the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Cups here, some of you guys, and this could be past energy, could be in relationships in which you're afraid that if you do not, you're afraid that if you're not with them, you may not be able to pay you may not be able to have pay the rent or be able to maintain housing. Well, what if I told you guys with the world, shit, you ain't the only one in this situation, but of course you guys already know that. But let's just say there's gonna be, I feel like there will be solutions with the Hanged Man coming up for these types of matters in which loveless people who are in relationships where they're like, look, I don't want to stay with you anymore. I really don't want to stay here with you anymore. So I need to do I need to go make myself happy. So I feel like you guys are going to be coming up with solutions, and there also might be resources for you guys as well to help you guys get a roof over your head without feeling like you have to be connected to living with someone. Because honestly, a lot of you guys have big family goals with the Ten of Cups, but in order for you guys to get these family goals with an ideal partner who is healthy and who brings out the healthiness in you. Also, some of you guys should know that if you're with a partner and you guys bring out your shadow aspects, and that means it's a karmic connection, all right? If it's more shadow times than light times, then you're with the karmic partner. There is a partner who will there's a partner that's made just for you. So instead of you guys staying in your shadow and staying with someone who brings out that shadow aspect of yourselves, I feel like you guys are being asked to take the necessary steps to get independence instead of staying with someone that you don't actually care about, so you can attract that ideal mate. So when you tell them about your past, as crazy as it may sound to you and to someone else, shit, there ain't gonna be no judgment. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hold each other accountable and use the necessary boundaries that you should have applied in past relationships with each other, and that's how you have passion. But this is a time, but before this happens, with the broom here, you guys got to understand, you guys got to take the time to heal. Take the time to heal. Clean up all that emotional gunk. And give yourself that self-love. And no, you may not know what's going to happen and how it's going to happen, but step out of your own way and let God do what God do. So some of you guys, if you guys are in romantic connections which the sex is good, or the sex may not have as much flavor as it used to be, if you guys are bickering and fighting and arguing over finances, then this simply means look up resources so that you can get your independence instead of being connected to someone based off of trying to have your basic needs met. There are resources out here. Then we got the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Cups here. Some of you guys also could have interest in people at your work. Okay, it is what it is. With the Knight of Swords, um, I feel like if some of you guys, let's talk about it. Some of you guys may feel like you can date somebody that you work with at work. You got to be mindful of how mature the person is. If the person is immature, don't do it. If the person is mature and you're mature, all right. If you're immature, you want to date somebody mature at work, it's not going to work out. So, if some of you guys are curious about, like, if you date somebody at work, is that a what's that rule? I feel like this is where you guys need to think for yourselves, but understand immature people, it doesn't matter if they're in your work or outside your work, if you're romantically interested in them. Immature people will basically treat romance like it's a game. It is what it is, you know, and they may feel very passionate about someone, especially if sex is great, but you will not have long-term success in areas of life that are prominent for you to be able to survive in the world that we live in, okay? So some of you guys are interested in dating someone at work with the Six of Swords here. I feel like this is saying if you feel that if you have if you no not if you feel but trust your intuition, that gut feeling. If you have proof that a person is mature and they will always maintain that maturity no matter what, and if you're on the same path, then yes, it's a go ahead. So some of you guys may be thinking about saying something to someone at work, and with the Four of Swords, I feel like it's saying, you know, stop worrying about it, you know, and realize that just because if you start dating someone that you like, it doesn't mean you have to have a tower moment and your life changes completely. And it's like, you know, you went from being one way to another and to another way overnight. Realize, you know, healthy mature people, if you communicate like romantic emotions and feelings to each other, it's not going to be like, so I'm going to give up everything for this person. No, it's just like, okay, we've expressed this, nice, and then you guys stay focused, and you know, you make sure you get your the necessary rest when you need to. And if you guys do actually start pursuing anything like on a physical level where you start spending time together, then you just remember to basically have that time set aside for yourself. Because if you're seeing each other at work and if you're doing intimate actions, and keep it hush hush and private, people don't even know your business. Um, outside of work, make sure you have that time for yourself so you do not negatively compromise. Um, you don't negatively compromise your financial um your financial foundation in any way. So, without further ado, I'm gonna light some incense. And the intention of this incense is so that the children, animals, and plants are given all the love, and adults are listening to them. So if you're a parent out here, we sending your children some good energy, your plants and your animals. Also, spoil your familiars. Those who know, spoil them. All right, spoil them. And ground and keep things simple. And let's get you guys some sound bowl healing. Some more, you know.